chat's worth it. This is Subnautica 2 again. Got about an hour, well no, maybe almost fully 2 hours of Subnautica 2 ahead before I have to get going. I think of all the games I've been playing, this one, you know, I know it's early access, but I'm kind of reaching a point where we're almost done with the early access stuff. Are you making a subway in Subnautica? No, I don't need to break the game again. It has a definitive end. Well, we can try to get to that. Do I intend to wait till it's 1.0 before returning to it? I might. I think I might do that. I guess a lot of what I end up playing also depends on everything else that releases around it. So, in a case like this, I already started early access, and I kind of felt like I wanted to do the rest of it. But it might be better to go for full release. Yeah. The game tells you when you are done with the story content they have finished. Okay, thank you. Any chance of newer Tamagotchi freaks making it into the next season of RimWorld? It's a little early to think about that, but if they do another DLC, I'll be playing it. So yeah, I would imagine so.
Power connected. All systems online.
Okay, first let me limit the game's FPS. And so chat, no, I am not actually doing a voice in this game. Now that may be shocking, but... Hey, so why am I, like, really almost dead?
Starvation.
Oh, cool.
Dehydration.
Oh. Need water. Is there not like an automatic water creation tool? I'm pretty sure that was in the first one. Put fiber into processing machine for water.
Welcome aboard.
Okay. I'm also noticing the frame rates are getting a little bit scummy right around here, right about now.
Seek medical attention.
Maybe there's just too much going on. Oh, that's an awful noise. And we're good. All right. Give me the pulp. Need more pulp. Chat, what's that noise?
Welcome aboard.
This is doing something? What is this doing? Oh, biofuel blocks. I remember now. keep the base powered up. All right. Where now? What now? Bring some more oily salad with me. But okay. Shit. You know what I wanted to build, chat? There was a thing. There was a scanner. I think I just... Never mind. Okay, great. That accomplished nothing. There is something I needed to build over here. It was this. The bioscanner. So I need more conduit crystals. I got enameled glass. Item to chest teleporter like abiotic would be welcome in this game. Yeah, for sure. That is 100%. You can put conduit crystals in the metal farm?
Welcome aboard.
Really?
Welcome aboard.
For those that weren't here last time, it was the day of the Nintendo Direct, and I wasn't at all disappointed. This was what the base ended up looking like. So I think we're gonna just... I'm content to leave the base like this. It's cool. It serves a purpose. I'm happy with it.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, I can do the infected roots now. Angel Comb, Black Box. We're going at Angel Comb. Okay. Are there any chat members that could be subnautical adventurers? You think you have what it takes? Oh, what? Someone said I went swimming once. Alright. Well, there was a couple chat members that were like, I could do it. Okay, Angel Comb.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Okay, let's not do that. So I'm following this to try to find the infected roots. Kind of a shame you can't crash into them and it goes thunk anymore, but, you know, whatever.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Oh, I was here already. Was there an infected thing here? Found one last time under a wrecked ship. God.
warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
Under a wrecked ship. Gamers, don't look up. Oh my god. Trying to find the wrecked ship. That looks like wrecked alien. This is like the bottom of SpongeBob.
Welcome aboard. Cap warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent. That seems fairly telegraphed. Well, won't need silver for a while. Welcome aboard, Captain.
So yeah, it goes in here. I would assume that leads to one of the infected routes, but I don't know how to quite get in there. That's the wrecked ship? Alright, well, that answered my own question. Found it. Alright, now we can destroy this one. Got one.
Successful. The juvenile angel comb is clearing the viral infection. The flow of nutrients into the rock bore below has stopped. Following the infected rock bore structure may lead to an adult angel comb with useful adaptations.
Stick a finger in there. Yeah. It's funny that you said that, and then the next chat member down was like fleshlight. So, cool priorities.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Go back to the angel comb. I do have the upgraded gun. I think I got it last time. It was right after the Nintendo Direct that I started streaming this. I don't know if the Angel Comb is fully cleared of the poison. It doesn't look like it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There are 3 routes to clean up. Alright, so we'll go through... We'll go to this one. I assume that the big submarine, or a big submarine, is not in this game at the moment. Chat has confirmed there is no big submarine. This is right over by my base. It's okay, they're evil. You can destroy them because they're evil. Is it an evil fish? Chad, here's a question. Are viruses evil?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So what would make the difference between a fish and an evil virus? According to science, viruses aren't alive, so killing them is okay. However, when they're depicted, they look like a robot. Do you notice? Like, they give them metal legs and, like, they look cool as hell. I've seen some really bizarre discourse about viruses because of the way they're depicted in, like, illustrations and 3D graphics. As if that is exactly 100% what they look like. They just look like metal robots. And I've seen people argue that they are, in fact, like alien creatures or whatever. I mean, yeah, they look cool as hell. You know, for a sci-fi thing. But they're not particularly pleasant to receive. I would assume, is there more in here, or did the fleshlight open? So does that mean it's good? Looks like it's good. Or we'll go back to Melp. Ah. Been in here. Yes, I have. No one get in a car with Vinny. My mod Jeff can confirm I'm a decent driver. I give him a paycheck to confirm it, but non-biased paycheck. He drove me places and we didn't die. Exactly. Is the paycheck enough to cover health insurance? Hell, my paycheck is barely enough to cover my own. I don't get health insurance from Twitch. And it's like the worst health insurance one could ever have, too. It's fucking horrendous. Oh, the thing is happening. There's eggs dropping. Does this game autosave? It does? That's good. No, stream didn't die. So far, knock on wood, everything's been kind of okay. Oh, the game does autosave. Like, pretty good, too. I was looking for the thing that was dropping those eggs, but no luck. Was Sunday stream that traumatizing? Yeah, it kind of was, because PC problems are really, sometimes, really hard to isolate. It could be like one of 10 things or more. And then it can be a little expensive, obviously, to replace parts. And then it's also just a pain in the ass to go in and open up shit and, like, fix stuff inside the computer. That's not my area of expertise.
All systems online.
It's not particularly something I enjoy doing, so I'm really hoping it doesn't end up being that. For example, if it is a power supply issue, right? That would mean I would have to buy a new power supply and change every cable. So it's not just buy new power supply, use all the same cables. And my PC is really dumb because of space constraints. I have a very small tower, and shit does not fit easily, especially with the massive GTIA, RTX, GeForce, NVIDIA 4080. Yeah, the beans.
Welcome aboard.
It is all the beans. For starters, you can get a bigger case. So, the words, space constraints. I can't. I just can't. Can't make it happen. Are you one of those New Yorkers who store their shoes in the oven? Luckily, I haven't reached oven shoe storage yet. Okay, let's go back out there and do this thing.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So yeah, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Listen, I'm lucky I've had help over the years. Like fucking my mod, Gearmatic, John. Dude, before Elden Ring came out, I was having severe PC issues. I think it was a motherboard issue, if anyone remembers. And he came over from Long Island, which is not an easy trek, especially on the Belt Parkway. Shit sucks. And, we went to Micro Center and, you know, we got stuff and he helped me build it. And then the next day I was streaming Elden Ring. And, it worked. I still am on that exact PC. However, the back of the case is not on because it doesn't fit. There's cables. It's so dumb. It's really, really dumb. But it works, and that's all that matters for now. Yeah, the back is exposed. Sorry, Chad. I know that's a little filthy, but it's true. Am I following this over the mountain? The trail went kind of cold, unless it was the one I was following a moment ago. Well, lost it. Okay, so it ends there. It goes there, right? And then it just sort of ends. This turns though, so maybe it is this. I don't know if this is where I was earlier. Would you put your Melpert in the adult angel comb coop? Man, I'm still upset that E.T. wouldn't say the name Melpert. Shit's so disappointing to me. It could have been magical if E.T. said Melpert. Okay, okay. So we went that way. I might need some chat advice for anyone who's played this. Where does this go? Did you clear the ones under the wreck? Yeah, those are clear. The last bunch of clumpies is in the zone with the needler mangoes. What? I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Okay, I've accidentally found root. And that's the yellow stuff. You just need to follow the giant roots to the resonator to resonate the growths. Yeah, so I've been here already, and I followed the wrong thing. So yeah, I'm lost. Because that seems to go nowhere. That is a dead end. The big white spikes place. So that's closer to the Melp. That's back that way, no? I tried following all the stuff, but it just leads me astray. Alright, let's go that way. So, chat's saying they're that way. I followed the routes, but I didn't really, it wasn't a good enough hint for me. Turn on Ruby's second black box and go from there. Oh. Guess I was following the wrong routes. Speaking of routes, who's your favorite LeVar Burton? Which LeVar Burton is your favorite? Someone just said Lance Reddick. That is a good answer, but no. Vinny, what do you think about dogs with facial hair? So, I'm asking a question about LeVar Burton. So, my favorite LeVar Burton is Geordi LaForge from Star Trek The Next Generation. But I also grew up with reading Rainbow, so I'm a fan of both. So when they did the Star Trek crossover episode, that was like the best LeVar Burton ever. Have you seen the new Reading Rainbow guy? There's a new Reading Rainbow guy?
Successful. Return to the main viral room to assess its state.
Alright, cool. New guy is very sweet. The problem is there's always going to be a thing like comparison, even if he's like a really, really good host. It's kind of hard for some people to, as in me, it's hard for me to accept the new Reading Rainbow. But I'm also 41, and I'm not the target audience of Reading Rainbow. I've been watching or listening to, and sometimes watching, Brent Spiner and Jonathan Frakes' podcast, where they just talk about their lives and people they've met, and they have on, they had A-Train from The Boys, and they had, there was Hellboy, what's his name? That guy. I should know his name. Oh, man. Ron Perlman, thank you. And yeah, they just bullshit with him. And he gets really spicy. He gets really spicy. He does not give a single fuck, Ron Perlman. But, it's a really good podcast if you just want to hear some old friends talk about random stuff that happened in their lives. Which is nice, honestly, as a fan of TNG. I'm really happy that they're doing that. They had LeVar on. It seems like Frakes, Spiner, and Burton are the best friends of that group. I think they're the ones that hang out the most. Like, I know I've talked about this before, but that's a rare thing. Or at least it seems like it's a rare thing when you have like a project like you know, you're working on a show and you end up all becoming like best friends, which happened with the main cast of TNG. The original cast, I'm pretty sure Shatner forgot some of their names because there was some kind of event and it was time to introduce Walter Koenig, who played Chekhov, and he goes, "Now I'd like to introduce the gentleman who played Chekhov." And he's like, "Yes, Walter Koenig, yes." That might just be Shatner. Yeah, but even so, like, I think him and Nimoy were friends, and then sometimes not friends, and then sometimes friends, but it's nice that they still had a friendship. I don't think that really happened without, for the rest of that cast. Or DS9, for that matter. But, yeah, I'm happy that Riker and Data still chat. I think that's a really cool thing. And you know, I'm not sure they're making a ton of money on their podcast, so it's probably just a way to hang out with people. Do I think Takei is in the right? I think there's two sides to every story, and I don't think we're ever going to really know. He might be. I think it's pretty easy to look at a guy like Shatner and understand that he does have a fucking crazy ego. Or did.
The angel comb is a proven gene donor. Recommend you insert your hand into its core and take a sample.
But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a whole lot more to the story, and maybe it was just, you know, also these are guys who were working in the 60s, and these are guys who were also, Shatner was working in the 50s, so, you know, it's a different dynamic there. You can now perceive and interact with Axiom technology. All you gotta think about is when he got off that spaceship, tried to make a deep remark, and Bezos sprayed him with champagne. You know, I think at least Shatner had some level of self-awareness to realize that he had just done something really profound when he went to space, or the edge of space. And he was trying really hard to discuss it. And Bezos was like, champagne! Crazy.
Hot water now flowing into turbine. Locate main controls to restart power plant.
Holy crap. Good thing my submarine wasn't parked over there.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, so now we have to locate different controls. remove the black box ruby. It's the same spot, just higher.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay. Same spot, just higher, you say? It's not it? I'll continue looking. What the fuck is this? Whoa.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
There were some people that wanted to know, just the other day, I forgot to mention this, when I was signing at Long Island RetroCon, because I don't think they announced the exact time yet, or specifics. It's the Saturday, I believe. And it probably is about 3 p.m. or so. Old Hot Tower.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
9 a.m. for NES Showcase, right? I wonder if I'll ever get invited back to MagFest after that. I mean, it wasn't my mistake. I can hear them. Okay. Hmm.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Shit looks a little fucked up. Requires bioscanner. Okay, I'm going back to Melp. I think I can make it now. You still don't have the bioscanner? Yeah, one of the ingredients is kind of rare. I have now the ingredients. Chad, who is the underwater Captain Kirk? Captain Nemo? Someone said the deep. Jack Sparrow? What was that show, Sequest? Remember that show? Who was that? Wasn't that the dude from Jaws? It was Roy Scheider, right? Okay, I can build the thing. I think I need to just make some enameled glass first. Someone said James Cameron. I mean, kinda. Alright, bioscanner. Got it. It's been upgraded. C-Lab 2021. I remember that show. That was just a repurpose of old, like, animations they had, right? Not that it was only that, but that was how it started.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Someone said, Vinny, serious question. What do I do with coffee addiction? I can answer that. Vin, are you keeping up with Rick and Morty? I'm not. I haven't seen the last season. I don't know if there's a new season that's airing. I fell off pretty hard from that show. If it was on at like a hotel, that would be fine. I think I would probably enjoy some episodes. Coffee addiction, I would say, for me, 1 cup a day is what I've ended up doing. I don't know how to get off of a coffee addiction, but try decaf, maybe. Just, you know, have a little bit of coffee, and then later on have some decaf. See how that works for you. Because it's like, it's the caffeine. It's the, you know, you get kind of hooked on it, but you can function just fine without it. I had a friend that was drinking so much coffee they had headaches. Like, that's the thing. It has, if you drink too much of that or drink too much soda, there's going to be some dire consequences, of course. Decaf still has caffeine in it. Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like, less is more. Less is good. So maybe just decaf to replace the habit. Or you can just replace that with JO. And then, you know, you have to replace one vice with another. Have you considered drugs?
Forensic simulations indicate the power plant was deliberately sabotaged. Repairs will require an enormous quantity of resources.
Well, fuck. Take notes on this. It's a long grind. Is it just this one spot? How do I fix it? Use your build tool. Okay. Titanium ingot, strontium, and mangalloy ingot. Fuck.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
It's sort of the final boss of early access. I don't think I have the drive to do this. I'll see. Let's see how long it takes to make some ingots, and then we'll take it from there. You're pretty much done with early access anyway. And you can build more metal farms. Oh yeah, metal farms. Yeah. My base does look kind of cool. see. What do we do here now? Gonna change the recipe. Strunt... Mangal. Oh, God. Oh, I see. I see. Strontium? Where's strontium? Is Celestine. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I'll get started, and then when I get bored, I'll just kind of stop.
Welcome aboard.
Celestium and titanium are easy to mass gather. Yeah, that I've gathered.
Welcome aboard.
Thought I had more titanium. I've got a lot of random crap. And less titanium than I expected. Maybe I should make another one of those. A large storage chest. Oh, that's different. Work light. Didn't use the work light. Metal farm, I need that. If I were to do more of that. Okay, anyway, processor is titanium. I could make another processor pretty easily.
Welcome aboard.
Shit, dark in here, man. There are so much sex games in Next Fest. I'm so done. Wait, really? You know, it doesn't surprise me. I don't even know why I acted surprised. You can turn off adult content. You can, and also there is now, I saw there is a way to filter through AI games easier with an add-on for your browser. But I did get some recommendations from chat, so now I know what games to check out. I'm gonna try to do more Next Fest. You know, I did a couple today, but some may be pre-recorded. Adult games? Well, yeah, what do you think? That big games? No. I'm not gonna play the equivalent of real Wheels on the Bus go round and round for the next 3 hours. What do you think? Hello, Steam. I would like to play some adult games. Get a recommendation, play it on stream. Someone's vagina, like, pops out by accident. I get banned for a week. I go into a depression. I hit the skids. I lose everything. I end up making my own adult game in a couple of years. The name of which will be something like, don't guess the shroom tip, or don't bounce on the shroom tip. Still work in progress. It's okay though, because there will be a non-adult version. There's someone who tried to get me to play their sex game. I think it was like a sex Metroidvania. And they were like, oh, don't worry, you can toggle off the nudity. But yet, the entire asses and titty was still out. It was like, okay, yeah, no. We may not be seeing the full Monty, but, you know you're streaming. You know when you're watching a porno game. So it wasn't really that ambiguous. There's some great games buried under Zorno art. Listen, I'm not even gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna dispute that. I'm sure there's some... Yeah, I'm sure. But the thing is, even if it's a great game, it's just... It's bizarre. On a personal level, to want to stream... like, I get that you can turn off certain aspects of Zorn. Like, only quarter penetration mode, or whatever. But, it sounds like a disaster waiting to happen. But hey, at least, maybe I'd get a whole new audience if I did that. Vinny, you already have the freak audience. Yeah. I mean, it could always be worse. You guys are honestly pretty chill. I know we're having a little bit of a laugh right now, but it's overall, it's not too bad. Okay.
Welcome aboard.
You're literally desensitized to it. That may be true. However, I have heard horror stories of other Twitch chats. I have seen the horrors firsthand. And if you're not watching those chats, you might think this is a little out of control, but it's just people having a laugh.
Welcome aboard.
Depends on what they're having a laugh about. Well, it's usually funny numbers. That's all it takes. Chat 6-7. what is the AI filter add-on? Hang on. I think... Wait a second. I'm looking for it. It is... it's on GitHub, and it's SEEEEEW, AI warning for Steam. If you can combine those things into a search that makes sense, then, you know, go for it. I make my audience download virus. Download virus. Download virus. Make the audience download virus. Right under their noses. No, no, that was unrelated to what I had just told you to download. That's a completely different thing. That's just a song I grew up with. That was like an old nursery rhyme that I grew up with.
Welcome aboard.
Make this audience download virus called AI Warning Protector from Sue. Also, man, so many great songs I heard growing up. Yeah, from the old country. That's from the old country, chat, yeah. Not that I've lived in New York in the United States my whole life. It's from the old country. This is a song I just made up, just made up, just made up. That's the other part of it. It's the third verse. Oh, it's this stuff again. Oh, look, I found a thing. Pavlova unlocked. I'll never actually see the thing that's dropping these eggs, but it's okay. Is there sea life that does a similar thing to this, chat? Where they drop a bunch of fake eggs, like unfertilized eggs, and the real ones, so that the chances of survival are higher? What if humans did that? Most fish have eggs that aren't fertilized. They just lay a lot of eggs to increase their chances.
Welcome aboard.
Life is weird. Do you ever think about how weird it is that anything is just weird? Oh, that's an ingredient for food.
Welcome aboard.
Alright, let's see what we have next. So, we need the Mangaloy ingots. I need more Troilite. He wore a hat, he had a job. The Mangaloid? No, you can't. Not. No. And Groglu. Okay. Where are those other things? The green. If anyone knows where those are, that would be very helpful. Them green and other things. Near metal farm depth. Mandalore, he was from Mandalore, happy as he could be. Mandalore, he was from Mandalore, happy as he could be. And he wore a helmet, had a baby, and shot a blaster, so... It's just the Weird Al version. There's a couple layers here. I'm sure like a couple of you are just laughing because funny voice, but there's a couple layers. The Devo song and the Mandalorian, and it sounds the same, and it's a word you can't really say anymore. The word is poop. Did you see the Mandalorian? Yeah, I saw him at fucking Disney at the park, at the Star Wars park. They shoehorned him into pretty much everything. Look near sand for green. Is this sand? I see green.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
I haven't seen the film. The film. If any movie is not worth being called a film, it's probably Mandalorian and Grogu. I haven't seen it, and I will probably watch it when it comes all over Disney Plus. And I will probably watch it and think to myself, that was fine. That's how I feel it's probably going to end up being. Like, oh, okay, that was fine. I just can't wait for Jeremy Allen White's Rhoda the Hutt to say, I'm not like my father. I'm my own man. But as I'm sure I've discussed...
Ease up, boss. I got my memory wiped, not my wits. There's no current. After 200 years, the whole complex must be so corroded.
Oh. As I'm sure I've discussed when I was at Galaxy's Edge, they had the Mandalorian in the Millennium Falcon ride. They had him on Star Tours. There was merch everywhere. There was Baby Yodas and Grogus. There was a projection on the mountains, like on the rocks, the artificial cliff face, at night, that had the stories of episodes 1 through 6. And then at the end of it, instead of going into episode 7, 8, 9, or any Rogue One or anything like that, they just had Grogu like in shadow form.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And lifting things like rocks with his mind while Mandalorian was there for some reason. He's their cash cow right now. Mando, he is the cash cow.
Warning. Maximum depth reached.
It was fun to be in Glepshatopia. I enjoyed it. I really did. And I'm not saying that ironically. It was very fun. And, as someone who grew up with Star Wars, and obviously I have some opinions these days, and it doesn't really... You know, it's not something I think about or watch a lot. I've watched some of the Disney shows. I don't really care anymore, but it didn't matter because I just had fun being in recreations of the Falcon. and seeing Darth Vader saying he was going to choke out people. That was cool. And there was cute droids. But yeah, they definitely shoehorned Mando in. 4 people's votes for being favorite Star Wars character. Not something I think about. Man who has talked about Star Wars on stream 3 times a week every 2 months. Oh, chat member, you're right. I'm just gonna stop talking. That's a good sign, though. That means that the chat members actually actively engaged with my commentary, and they're watching the stream. That means that they're, like, a big fan. Because if they weren't, they wouldn't know that I talked about that at several random intervals for maybe, like, 2% of my commentary over the past several months. God. Can I... Wait, I saved. Can I just... Can I load? Can't get me. Uh-oh. Ah! Fuck! Fucking go faster. I would be impressed if they could get me here. Dear God. I hate them so much. Okay, I need the other green material, if anyone knows where that is. So I got, the other needed green slop is at the alien power plant ocean floor. My chat is so eloquent. Is that message ever gonna leave? I bugged it? God damn it. Alright, I'll save and exit and come back in a second. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that raid. I hope you're all doing well. We were talking about glup shittos, and unfortunately, you know, just grinding materials for the end of early access. That's it.
Warning. Maximum depth reached.
I'm looking for the other green slop. That's... oh, that is green. Huh. It's weird because they're portraits. The art looks different than what they look like, so I wasn't sure that was going to be that. Does Glup Shitto exist in your Tamagotchi verse yet? He could. It's a good name. I watched the beginning of a video and I fell asleep. It was how to design a Star Wars creature, and I didn't realize there was an argument. So, I guess I do think about it. Chat member was right. There's an argument that any of the Disney sequel era characters all look like, not all, but generally tend to look like cattle or like bison. And I didn't realize that that actually kind of is true a little bit. Not completely, but there's a lot of weird, like, cow-looking creatures. There was a chart that, yeah, bovine creatures. There was a chart that showed the specifics. And I was like, oh yeah, I guess that kind of does look exactly like that. But
caloric intake.
the reason I'm telling you this is because I fell asleep watching it, because of course I did. And when I woke up, Watto was on my screen.
Online.
So, I don't know, I feel like I have a connection with him. Am I gonna play Goblin America? Eventually, I would like to. Did I see Disclosure Day yet? I haven't had a chance. I had the Final Fantasy concert, I had Primus, you know, then all the streams I've been doing, practicing for the tour, and just life, man. You know, it's just life and shit, dog. Listen, I didn't know those two concerts were gonna, like, fall on the same weekend. Just kind of happened. Did you get the frog hat from the Primus show? I got one. It was the best concert purchase ever. I did indeed. That's 8. Did you see my yes message? Make sure you use all your trollite. Very finite. Oh, thank you, chat member. That's very nice. However, I don't plan on doing much more of this after the early access until the game is in 1.0. So, I'm sure by then they'll add more trollite. And if not, then, you know, I have a couple saved. Troilite. They already did, and it's fine now, says another chat member. That's good. But yeah, titanium is now at a bit of a premium, so I need to find more titanium. Vinny, did you see my message, though? It's a very helpful chat message. Vinny, did you see my message? So we got 10. Uh-oh, I've got too much strontium. It doesn't matter. I need another 6 titanium.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Am I gonna play Adventures of Elliot? Well, maybe. I know, next week I'm going to too many games, so there's a couple days I won't be able to stream. I'm gonna finish what I'm playing first, and then figure out if I want to play Elliot. I might just end up playing it on my own, if I'm... You know... Listen, that's a game, I hate to say this, that's a game where I would skip most of the dialogue. I appreciate that it exists, I appreciate that they're doing, like, non-AAA games, and they're going back to the Secret of Mana style, but that dialogue it took everything for me to even, like, look at it and not pay attention to my phone or something. It was rough. I mean, it wasn't, like, terrible, it was just so obvious and so repeated. Everything was like a repeat of another sentence. So, I don't know, maybe. I mean, I might stream some of it, because I like the gameplay a lot. But I just don't know if it's something that I want to, you know, get really, really into. And I know, listen, when I skip story in games, people get pissed. It has happened many times, it will happen again. Even if it is the most basic, simple story, people want me to do the story. But at least if I play it on my own, I don't feel so bad about it. I could just enjoy the game as it is. But I hate to say this because, again, I want a game like Elliot to be made more, but Mina the Hollower honestly is scratching that itch pretty nicely. Will I play Halo CE Remake? So, we've hit the point now where it's Vinny, will you play? That's a very specific genre of stream chatter, and it happens whenever I mention one or two other games. You know, I can't say for sure. Here's what I can always tell you, chat. I can tell you which games I have general interest in, and then if I end up playing depends on, I guess, my mood. If I'm feeling like I want to play a shooter, it depends on what else I'm streaming. It depends on when it comes out, too, because, you know, that matters. So, currently my answer for Halo is I like Halo. I am somewhat interested in this Halo remake, or whatever it is. But somewhat interested means also let me wait and see what it's like when it comes out. So that's the other thing, too, is if the game comes out and most people are saying this is not good, that changes things a bit. So maybe. It's just kind of a maybe right now. But I do like Halo, and I haven't played one in a while, so maybe. Maybe so. Chat, what comes out next week? There's a game that comes out next week, right? That I'm gonna be gone for? Star Fox. I don't know if I'll have a chance to play that until I get back from too many games. Any chance for a Horseman Mods friend group stream? I did that yesterday. We did Warcraft. This week, we're trying to figure out, us Horsemen, we're trying to figure out if it's going to happen. And I would like for it to happen, but also Poke is busy Thursday. I think Stir is busy tomorrow. So it's just us trying to figure out how schedules can align and shit. Saturday stream? No, you know what? now that the weather's nice, I need some outside. I really do. I can't be inside streaming all the time. I need a little bit of outside. So I think the weekend is one of the good things about the weekend, though, not the artist, is that I can maybe do some pre-records early, or like play some demos or something for like a couple hours, and then enjoy the weather. So that's potential. That's something. I mean, I'm glad people liked. I know that my viewership is very conditional on game, and I'm okay with that. Honestly, I am. There are people here who would watch me play paint drying, and that's, by the way, a real game that just came out, a paint drying video game, and it is a big meme game that looks boring as fuck. Who knew? But I do also appreciate that there are thousands of people that will be here for whatever, which is a really nice feeling. So I don't take that for granted. But I also, at the same time, like to, you know, I like to take some time off once in a while. That's very important. And yet they would not watch you play Slay the Spire. Joke. I'll tell you what. That is true. To an extent. But there are people who really love the Slay the Spire pre-records. Which is really, really nice. I mean, you know, sometimes if I'm playing, Pragmata comes to mind. Sorry, Pragmata fans. Sometimes I play a game and people just do not want. They're just like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But Slay the Spire, I can play for an hour. It's not a long story game. It's just kind of a chill. Do a couple runs. I love the game. I have fun with it.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And there are people that like watching that. I think it's kind of cool. So, you know, I try to, like I said last time, when I discussed this topic, I try to find a balance. I try to find like a mix of stuff I want to do, stuff that people need to see. For example, this can be a little bit boring for some people to watch, but I'm enjoying it. I love Subnautica 1, and this is definitely closer to 1 than below 0. So I think it's worth it. I think it's really worth it for me to stream a game like this once in a while and just chill out and build and explore. I have fun with it. Do you have any games like Against the Storm or Dot Age you're looking forward to check out in the future? Oh, not that I'm aware of right this second, no. I did end up buying that game I played the other day, though. The one with the fucking... where you build different... you add parts to your vehicle. And, what was the name of that game?
Power plant repairs complete.
Did it,
Power
John?
plant overhaul complete. Room cleared.
TerraTech Legion. I enjoyed that game a lot. But I also, you know, I fear games like that because I want to be productive, and I jokingly say that every time I play a game like that and get addicted to it, it's one less song that will ever be written that I will feel sad about that if that's the case.
Alien power plant. Online. Turbine rotating. Output. Steady. Power restored. Detecting activity. Alien observatory nearby. Entering the structure will give you a strong salvage claim.
Wow. Do you remember where the observatory is? Is that by my base? Can you fuck off, fish? I'm in awe right now. I'm enjoying the scenery. It's really cool. I think one of the things that they're doing here, one of the philosophies, is that they want that moment of like the player looking at the life and being like, wow. And just having those moments is really cool. It's like the Jurassic Park moment when in the original film they look and they hear and that's really cool to me. I like that because it's not just dinosaurs going to kill, it's they're majestic. And it's like, holy shit, they're real and they look so beautiful. And then every other Jurassic movie was just they're monsters. They're monsters and they're gonna kill you and you need to run. It's the other tower, Vinny?
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Oh, this one. Am I doing another early stream tomorrow? No. Tomorrow's my usual time. Now we find the entrance. Wow.
No living thing has disturbed this space in more than 2 centuries. The observatory's water is enriched by oxygen bubblers. Please do not become accustomed to this convenience.
Long ago, fire users called Ardiacs built a telescope to spy on the world tree. It's anything. The binary star system.
This is a map of the local solar system and nearby stars, including a pulsar. Matching to TransGov known pulsar database. Estimating distance from Earth.
Be pretty far, isn't it?
Results deferred. Please consult your noetic advisor.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Vinny, upper floor? Oh, I thought it told me to go to the advisor. I was like, okay, I'll just go there now. vehicle in there real quick.
Architects, we beg your aid. The world trees are dying. Their angels cry out to us. The trees' roots feed the world, and the world feeds the trees. Each requires other, as we require you. But the roots are rotting. The nuclear heart dims. There is hope. Cross the Great Trench to Xanadu. Find the Veps. The tree's genes may live in them. Find the Veps. Renew this tree. Beware. Cryptids slumber beneath the trees. They fear you. We leave them to your mercy. Analyzing message. The Axan language refers to the Titan-class lifeform on the horizon. As a world tree, there is an alien hibernation crypt below the world tree. Site designation, Xanadu. Site status, unknown.
There it is. You can continue to explore, build, and enjoy the world, but you've reached the end of the current early access. Cool. Alright, yeah, I mean, that was definitely a satisfying early access. I know early access kind of has a dirty name, but if it is helping to fund a game, and if it's able to work out some of the problems early, I think that's okay. Especially if there's like a lot to it, and it's like feature complete to an extent, and it's not like a glitchy, horrible mess. And this wasn't. This was just kind of, for me, it renewed my faith in Subnautica. Listen, Below Zero wasn't terrible. I know it's easy to give it shit. I liked a lot of it when it was underwater. But it's just, this is a very unique series, and I like it a lot. There are some things I would like to see some additional solutions for. But overall, I had a good time playing it. Remember that 40,000 lives are counting on you. I have complete access to your psychological profile. I'm certain you want the truth. You are not on Zazora, therefore you've deducted that you are not 14 light years from the nearest phase gate. Your PDA identified the pulsar in the Axum Orrery as something something. It is near the galactic core. 20,000 light years from your home. We have traveled further than any human beings in history. There's no possibility of rescue or return. The civilization we build here will not reconnect with humanity for at least twice the length of recorded human history. Oh.
This is...
Damn. Alright, well, we'll just live underwater then, that's fine. Alright, chat, thank you for watching early stream. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed Subnautica. It was fun. To quote Captain Koik. I will be live tomorrow evening. And I will also be live Thursday evening. So yeah, I'll see you then. And I hope you have a good day. And I appreciate all the continued viewership and watching. So, goodbye for now. See you later.